Hello, guys. We're gonna be talking about Tammie Broggins today. Due to Discord's incapable of being able for me to use screen share, we're gonna do it on Owen's computer here. And Tammie
That's right.
Broggin, from what I know, is mostly just this homeless person who has a lot of dogs. Her channel is more of like documentation of her struggles and what she goes through on not necessarily a day-to-day basis, but on a routine basis, as you can see. So yeah, can you go into it?
It's just a pan.
Do we know what
Not
is in the?
looking at this, but I want y'all to see this. Check it out.
Whoa, is that like? Is there just some fire going down?
Hoping this
This
is
big
working.
fire.
I
That's the
honestly,
culmination of all that she
It's
smoked in
headed
all of her
straight
years,
towards
as you can tell from her
Orange,
voice.
California.
Who
All them people.
is that on the rock?
It's just covering all them people in that.
Oh my
bunch
god,
of
how many
face
dogs does
down.
she have? One, two,
Look
three.
what they've done.
oh, she has
Is it
more
just
than three,
three?
I
Check
think.
that out.
I feel like if you've got three dogs
Whoever
right
that
next to you, you
is,
must have a fourth
It's
and a
headed
fifth.
straight for town, and it's just.
Look at all the litter out
Is
there.
that not
Yeah.
just
It's called California.
the ugliest
Pretty sure
thing
that's
you've ever
Nevada.
seen? They do this now and again.
It's the same
One
place. There's
time
no
they
difference
did it,
between
they
them.
knocked
Yeah,
out
Nevada's basically
the
just
whole town's
scuffed
worth
California.
Scuffed
of
California.
electricity. I was here about 10, 15 years ago. Check that out. Oh, good morning, YouTube. I thought y'all would want to check that out.
Good morning, Tammie.
Look how far that is going.
My goodness, it's just.
Ah, look at that. It's going
I'm not
all
entirely
over our
confident that she's sober, but
I'm fixing to load my camp up here. I gotta stay here till after Friday. Very healthy, does it? Look at that.
No, it doesn't, Tammie.
Yeah, yeah. He'll like ramble on for like excessive periods of time.
She
You know-
sounds like one of those astrology YouTubers that's like just sits and talks for 5 hours sitting in a chair in their backyard. But
Yeah.
in this case, she just doesn't have a backyard.
This is how they're taking care of our world.
have to have a house to have a backyard.
The
Let's
world
see.
is her backyard.
The world is your backyard.
The world
Absolutely.
is her backyard. I hate to
Mhm.
break it to you.
That's gonna burn for long too. It looks really.
Burn for
I
long.
don't even know what they're burning, but look at that.
I
Just
think they
look
aren't
at
burning.
it.
I think something is burning, but I don't think they're
It can't
burning
be
it. I think
healthy.
something is on
I
fire.
don't even see a town there. It's just like
Get the kids out of
I
here.
feel like
Hey,
these-
for
you know
black
those, like-
smoke, black smokes come from
Tire
oil.
exploded. I need
Yeah.
So there's
tires for
obviously
the
some sort
bus.
of oil burning there.
As soon
But
as I
do
get
you know those
tires,
like
I don't know if
Indian,
it's controlled or
Indian
not.
smoke
Get the kids
signs
outta
like
here.
the where they had
That's
like
why everything looks
messages
dead
by
out here. If you
by
look, it's
affecting
not
how
greening up
smoke
or
comes out.
nothing like the other
That's
side
that.
of
It's
town.
just like a
It's
lot of
greening
smoke is
up.
just SOS, save us all.
There's plant life
Mhm.
everywhere. There's
Yeah.
I
nothing
like
over
how
here.
she's just not
There's
shown her
chalk
face the whole
on
time
it.
and just stayed on
Oh,
the same
I-
shot
You
of
know
the
why?
smoke.
Oh,
Well,
I don't think
So
any one
hope
of her
everybody's
videos
having
she
a
has
beautiful
ever
day
shown her
and
face.
kids are. Wait a minute.
Yeah, she calls her dogs her
Look at their
kids.
Simon.
wait, what is all over him? Is that just
and
his
Rusty,
fur?
Okay, she has 4
Theodore,
dogs, 5.
I think.
Tasha,
Oh,
and
Oh,
Rick.
There's the
There's
6.
another.
There's
7,
Seven,
8,
So,
8.
hey, oh my god, how many dogs?
She is
9,
the pound.
10.
Stella.
Oh, there's another.
So that's everybody.
Only 11 dogs. Wow, that's
They're here
weak.
with me.
Crazy.
We're going to town later to do a water run.
Like her videos and like and what she does, there's like this content, there's a broad continuity, at least in the videos that I've watched, where she'll like explain like this hardship that she's had this day or this week, and it's usually like something like, or in this video it's like, oh, I can't get tires, and in other videos it's like, oh, I this stimulus check, like recently for us, in the COVID-19,
Yeah.
like he couldn't get her stimulus check because he doesn't really have a bank account. At least I don't know. I don't know if that's completely true. She couldn't get her stimulus check for some reason. I don't know why, but I know she couldn't get it, or at least I know she didn't get it when she thought she would have. And like if you go into the comments, like right now, if you could, Owen,
Mhm.
almost in all of her comments, like all her videos where she usually, explains like, oh, this is happening now and I have nothing to fix it. Like there's always like these comments like, oh, stand strong, Tammie. Well, give us like your PayPal or whatever and we can help send
Yeah.
you money. Like that's a nice thing to do. I'm not saying it isn't. I'm just saying like it's in every one of her videos, you know? Like at least all the videos I've watched. I'm not saying this is like an established thing. I'm just saying like in a broad continuity, it seems like it's happening.
She
On a
reminds me
volcano.
this like family I met on like a trip to Colorado. We were canoeing, and I was canoeing down a river, and there was just this family with a house on the lake, and they had like 15 dogs. There was like a mom and just 5 kids and 15 dogs just out there. They're just playing. They look so peaceful, but it was just weird to think of how different they're living than everybody else just because they're just out in nature. They're pretty nice, but I don't know.
Yeah,
They
no,
seem
she's
very
not like
disconnected.
she's not like this bad person. It's just like a lot of her life is just like this, like bizarre things, or just like, oh, this happened. Like, talk about it. Like, Owen, can you go to one of her more recent videos?
Here you go again, 2?
Yeah.
Can we have part 1 just for a little bit of context?
Sure.
No.
I don't think it would give you any
Hey guys,
context.
This happened again in the middle of the coronavirus. Somebody complained because I'm out here camped. And I just want to let y'all know what's going on because if they try to take me to jail, I'm going to make them shoot me. Bye.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Dear Lord.
I guess I picked the wrong video, but we can go down this saga. Now I need to know the context of what's going on.
What do you mean again? Did this happen
Here we
previously?
go again, 2.
Yeah, no, like, okay, yeah, let me explain. In not some of her previous videos, but like in the videos that I've watched, she'll like hint at this, like, wherever I go, I always have to keep on the move because like people will call and they're like, oh, she can't be here, blah 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 blah, and like I'm pretty sure this has happened to her again. She's like mentioned it before. I don't know which video I saw it in, but like it's a whack video. There are whack videos, and I know for a fact that in one of her recent videos, it might have been. Oh, it's Good Luck. That's the recent video that I watched. That she had it, but it was like she referred to like everyone around her who like didn't live her lifestyle as like the land people or something, and like I found that pretty funny, and like it's kind of just like a difference between like how lifestyles and like and stuff like that, which is kind of interesting in itself. But like
You can see that here, the land
The
people
superior
broke
land
contract.
yeah,
people
the land
race.
people. I've never watched that video. Can we watch that after we see the context of like Here We Go Again too?
Sure, let's do Here We Go Again 2 first.
Yeah.
Hey, this is part 2. Stop. I got a ticket for
That
trashing
worked?
my camp because I had stop 3 of those itty bitty.
Those are some
see
pretty
the
good
little
trained
bitty water
dogs.
jugs?
Oh, I know.
Well,
Considering that,
Boots
they don't have
or
anything
Boots
really. I mean,
likes to crinkle them after
Oh
I
my
drink
goodness.
all the water out. Stop. And there was 3 of them in a pile he was playing in when they showed up. They also gave me a ticket for having a marijuana pipe in Colorado.
That doesn't check
And
out.
wait.
That is very legal.
Oh.
I told him I haven't been here for 14 days, and he knows I haven't because this is the second time he's come in here. They also accused me of stealing this stove. I got my first Social Security check. I don't get but 7 something. So I needed a stove, so I bought this because I was tired of buying them Walmart stoves, and they don't last very long.
How does she get money?
And,
as
She was just saying a social
I
security check.
thought I kept
Yeah,
the
no,
receipt
and as I
'cause
said
they
in like the
started
comments,
saying that,
like it'll say,
somebody
oh,
like me couldn't
how
afford
can
a
I send you
stove
money,
like
Tammie?
this.
Like, look,
Yeah.
it's
Little
all a bunch of
expensive,
support
but I
comments.
got it
and
on sale.
Mhm.
That's really nice.
it is really
Yeah.
nice.
So Monday, hopefully I'll get my Social Security again. I don't know.
So she's over 70. She gets Social
I gotta
Security.
fix the
Yeah.
front end. It's gonna cost me $400.
Goodness.
And I
That's
guess I'm going back.
it's a
to
lifestyle.
work
That's what it is.
at least.
This is where your tax dollars are going.
So, no.
This
Can
is where
everybody
we
please
want
stop
them to be
praying for
going.
me?
Yeah.
It just doesn't work.
Oh, wait, it's up.
Bye.
Oof.
Yeah, so like, yeah, in her more recent videos, he's gotten like if you watch Land People Broke Contract or Good Luck. Good Luck is the one that I watched, but it's like talking about how like he's slowly given up hope over time because just like nothing has changed, and it's a pretty sucky situation. Like obviously,
Yeah.
but
And it looks like she went to the hospital and then left the hospital.
yeah, she's lived to like. She's had a pretty wacky 1 year. I'm assuming she's lived for it longer.
Yeah, no,
because,
this
like,
is 1
figured it
year,
out.
but from the start of this channel, she's been in the hospital.
And
She's
like,
been robbed. She's walked.
I have noticed, like, it like if you go back to the check it out comments, like there were people who knew her channel and they were there when it started. So I'm assuming she's deleted some videos.
Yeah, no, I'm sure she has.
It sounds like she's probably said like some information that they don't really want. Like she doesn't want people to see because
Oh
it
no,
sounds like
of course. Like obviously, if you have like information you don't want in a video, just delete it. And like, well, she doesn't seem like the most tech savvy person, so she probably just like all her videos are like one cut. So like she probably just like she's probably just doing it on her phone. And
To
then,
be
like,
fair, editing software is
Well,
not
like-
very common on the phone.
yeah, no, like she's probably just doing it on her phone. It's just like, you know what, just like chuck it up on YouTube, which is fine. I'm not saying it's not. That's probably what this video is about to be. I'm just going to cut some stuff together, but like, you know, it's just like a little weird with. Like, you know, she's just not the most tech savvy person. It's not weird. It's just like she'll probably just like if she's like, oh, that video's probably too much information, she'll just delete it, which is fine. Like I don't think that's a bad idea. I think that's probably just a smart route.
the life of a vlogger.
Yeah,
It's hard.
This is honestly the best vlogger I've ever seen.
Most vloggers can't compete with this. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, I know.
She's up there with the Pauls.
To my people.
Yeah,
Having a heart attack,
dude.
and I made it to the emergency room. And it turns out it looks like I've got pneumonia, so I'm
Yeah, I mean pneumonia at over 70, and pneumonia can be truly deadly. So
the camera's
No, it's not.
shaking,
It's
I'm
not a good
little wobbly.
situation.
They gave me steroids so that I could
That I think that's
There
like
it is.
the closest. I think that's like the only body shot in her entire channel.
Our lucky day.
the baby.
This is. You could have just titled this "Body Reveal," "Arm Reveal."
Bad bruise.
I reveal most of my left arm and almost all of my right arm.
And my legs, except they're covered. But you know
Help
what?
me breathe
It's so
some.
review.
And they got some more tests that I gotta come back, and then I'll know more. So I just thought I'd let you know.
I mean,
about
she's
that.
just kind of lying down. Like, she's not in a hospital bed necessarily. Like, I
I
know
mean,
that.
it's like a small hospital. You can tell definitely.
Yeah, no, it's a
So much
small
SNL
hospital.
stuff.
I've been in small hospitals before, or like not necessarily hospitals, but like rehab centers where it looks.
Yeah, but she's still wearing her original clothing.
No, was she? I didn't.
Yeah, she was wearing
Yeah, she
flats.
was.
Okay. Go
Well,
to-
now.
Tube, there's Betty. I mean,
I have a dog named Benny.
The hospital let me go home. I'm frying some Gerons because it was cheap for the dogs. They panicked while I was in the emergency room. Did you babies? They out there about tore the window out of the van because they
What's
were
gonna
so
happen to the
upset I
dogs
had
when she goes
to
like?
go inside, but thank
bye-bye.
God it wasn't a heart attack. I have.
I don't know.
I think the
I mean,
dogs
I'm-
are just going to become strays,
So
which is
I
kind of
have
sad.
to,
Yeah.
I mean, they're tame. You can obviously tell.
You need
No,
to go
no,
probably-
they're,
Yeah.
they are
No,
very
he
tame,
wants me
but
to
they
play
also
ball.
like are very
They
loyal to
said
her.
that I have to
So
drink plenty fluids.
Yeah,
I
that's
got
exactly
3 more
it.
prescriptions.
That's-
I
That they're
gotta
tame
go
because of her,
tomorrow
so.
and
Yeah,
try to
so
make enough money
it's hard to like.
to,
It's a
get
lot
it,
easier to
but
tame
I'm
a
not
dog
gonna
that's already
die.
been
I
tamed.
just have walking
Just like,
pneumonia.
but was
They
tamed to a
gave me
specific
2
owner,
bags
but
of
it's like still,
fluids,
you
some
know,
antibiotics,
it's still a
some
task. At least from my understanding, that just seems the logical idea to me.
prednisone.
But how did she get the
Something like that,
dogs?
a steroid.
I think he's probably just
open me
accumulated
up
them.
It looked like, yeah, she's accumulated them over time by
Of
helping
course, in
them.
her first video, it was like all dogs were there.
Something bad might have
But like,
happened to 'em,
I'm
and
assuming he's
that
just lived
wouldn't have
this
been a good
life
thing at
for a
all,
long
so,
time. But like,
I
just
wanna
recently
let
started a
y'all
YouTube
know
channel, and recently
that
is
I
like in
am,
a year.
breathing. They let me go home, so I'm gonna rest. They told me I can't drink coffee, tea, a whole list of stuff I can and can't do. Tingles is back here still loving on me. They found the holes that they
She
put
does love those dogs. I think they're a
It's
big
kinda
support for her.
They got me good. I
Kinda
got
sweet.
I reckon we should do a part 2 for this
both
video.
my arms.
Sure.
I had had an IV in both arms, so
Maybe even a part 3,
gonna
just the full
relax
review
until
of the
I go to
channel.
flea market tomorrow and try to get the money for all these prescriptions and
I think she's the only person from the
from
country
there.
ever to actually
I
follow the
find one
doctor's orders and like
prescribing what
do what they
any of them
say.
come up
Because
with.
everyone I know from there just doesn't just doesn't.
About it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's
I
always like those goody two shoes who like, or maybe not
So,
goody two shoes, but just like
but,
live long enough to know like
thinking about
you could
everybody
probably
and
do
think about us.
what they say.
Left the
Just because
hospital
it's a
so I could
smart,
take care
sensible
of the
decision.
crew.
No, at
Yeah.
a certain age.
I'll
Yeah,
talk to y'all
and then at a
later.
certain age, you might
Bye.
as well like I can't risk it, you know. But,
Yeah,
like,
and
if
she
Mhm.
loves those dogs.
yeah, can you go back? Or actually, no. Let's watch
video just
Land
ended.
People Broke contract.
Alright.
Just the concept of
reckon
calling
we
people
should-
land people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want some context on what
People that don't know
Oh.
man,
the driving
I
video.
told them about the dogs and complained, even though the dogs were not barking or running around. Because you guys know I don't
Okay, wait.
let
Can you
them
pause
do
right there?
that. They
Okay. Like, yeah, like he she just said the dogs weren't barking or running around, which is true. Like, obviously in
Yeah.
the videos that we've seen, the dogs were, they weren't barking, they weren't running around. But like, in the last video where it's like, here we go again, like they obviously were barking or whining when it came to the food being grown. And like,
Mhm.
obviously, like let's say she's sleeping, I wouldn't doubt that the dogs would probably howl. At least to some extent. Maybe not to a certain extent, but like it's obvious that these dogs will bark occasionally or
Yeah,
whine.
no, that's a
And
dog.
like she's trained them very well to where if they do it and she's there, she can immediately just say stop and they'll stop it.
No!
But if she's asleep, then like who's gonna stop
Yeah.
them? They're probably going to whine. Like I'm not saying that as like attacking her. I'm just saying like that's
Yeah.
probably what happens.
She's
No,
probably
no.
lived with them long enough where she can't hear him at night because
Yeah,
she just has to sleep.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
my
keep
cat meows constantly at night and I've
they
tuned out.
decided to renege on the contract, so I have to wait. I have to get out of here now.
There's a hatchet.
Broke, and I have to wait 2 to 6 weeks to get my refund. So I'm taking my friend. I have $7 in me and the packer. Gone.
Yeah. Prayers,
back
my
with
girl.
you if I find
I'm so
somewhere
sorry
for
for
us
you.
to land
And then
that's
there's like
safe.
this one where like, what? I don't see a problem with
It was
having
too
dogs
good
on a
to be
property.
true.
Now they won't let you use
Well,
the land and
wish
want you
us
to wait
luck.
3 to
Bye.
6 weeks for a refund. Don't give up just yet. Like every single one of her comments are like this supportive, like well thought out, not well thought out, but like friendly, positive comment, and that's honestly just a nice thing to see.